Add it right there.
Yeah.
Why is
Yep,
it?
we're live.
Okay, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube.
All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Carroll County Commissioners Meeting, Monday, August 25th. Please join me with the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Workner,
Here.
Commissioner Madransky,
Here.
Commissioner Leggett.
Here. Certification by the clerk.
I, Melissa N. Shannon Clark, certify that the entire recording of the proceedings at the prior meetings are captured completely and accurately in the electronic record and are available at the office.
Motion to approve the summary and report.
So moved. I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, motion's carried. Motion to approve the travel request.
Move to approve the request. Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, motion's carried. The bills today are $113,711.37. Motion to pay the bills.
So moved. I'll second.
Any questions on the bills?
None.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, that motion's carried. Motion to pay the bills without prior.
Move to pay. Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye. Aye.
Aye, that motion's carried. I'd like to advise the courthouse and all non-emergency county offices will be closed on Monday, September 1st, 2025, in the observance of the I'd like to advise Merle Long, intern dog board, filed his report for the week of August 17th, 2025 to August 23rd, 2025, showing 3 dogs impounded, 0 adopted out, 3 redeemed, 0 euthanized, 1 citation for no license, and 2 citations for running at large. And a motion to approve the following contract for Job and Family Services as recommended by Jennifer Burns, the director. Is a renewal contract.
It's an amendment to raise the hourly rate to $35 an hour.
What was it, you know?
It's this tracks youth services for mentoring
What was,
services.
you know what the rate was before?
I do not know what the rate was before.
25.
Okay.
That's in form of a motion.
So moved. Second,
Any
and
other questions?
yes. So it says various, is there only the actual one?
Yeah. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, that motion's carried. All right, at this time we have Jacob Price, Southeastern Field Director, Western Reserve Land Conservancy Resolution for support. You want to talk a little bit about what you're getting into?
Sure. Yeah, happy to. Appreciate everybody's time today and consideration of the resolution of support. So give you kind of the 1,000-foot view real quick of Western Reserve Land Conservancy. In case you're not familiar, we're Ohio's largest land trust. I always tell folks at the end of the day, what we do is we conserve land. We do that through private conservation easements, conserve farmland, keep it farmland, keeping natural areas, and then things like this where we're acquiring property, not normally on behalf of ourselves. Normally it's on behalf of a partner, a public partner such as the village. We just did a project with the village of Carrollton last year over behind Mercy Medical Center. In the world of conservation, sometimes you just opportunities, you got to be opportunistic, and another opportunity here in the village and also Center Township presented itself kind of quickly after that one closed. This one is 45 acres located right behind the Centerville Village Assisted Living Facility. Talked with Mark Wells at the village, kind of talked to him about it before we even engaged on the project. Said, hey, do you think this would be kind of a good thing for the village and township? What do you think? talked with him, and he indicated that he thought it would be a neat opportunity for them kind of build upon some amenities in the village and in the township, right there on the edge, to potentially put trails in at some point. I think there's an interest with the village and the township to potentially work together at some point to potentially own or manage the property. For now, I think the plan for us is for our ownership, which again, we don't do often, but this is a scenario where we see a great conservation project. And a couple partners that say, hey, you know, let's figure this out on the back end. Let's get this conserved while we can. And so that's what we're in front of you today, is to apply to, in order to apply for the Clean Ohio Conservation Fund grant as a nonprofit, we have to receive resolutions of support from the township and the village, which we both received already at this point. And now we're coming for the county resolution of support, which is why we're here in front of you today, is in order to apply for that grant, we need to obtain that resolution of support. And then we'll look for matching funds later on through MWCD grant funding as well, which we're preparing that grant proposal now. So it would be all grant funded. And then the plan is hopefully long-term, the plan is to open it up to the public. But for the immediate future, it would be conserved in its current state.
All right. Any questions?
Yeah. That particular piece of land, is there any frontage to it that allows?
There is. There is, off Kensington, yeah. So there's frontage off Kensington. There's actually a 2-track kind of driveway that goes back there. It goes back to an old pole barn, which is disrepair at this point, but just north of assisted living center, there's frontage in a stack.
Thank you. Are you using the grant to purchase property?
That's correct.
Once it becomes owned by Western Reserve, then that limits the use of the property.
Correct. So it will limit it to passive park uses. Clean Ohio grant restrictions will go on, which are deed restrictions, but it'll limit it to passive park uses. So think nature trails, pavilion. You can put a parking lot in. That's probably the most intensive development you can have is a parking lot for folks. But yeah, think kind of passive park, not active recreation. No baseball fields, soccer fields, things like that.
So will Western Reserve put trails in, or will that be after it's?
Exactly. So, right. So we likely during our ownership will not put trails on the property. We will likely just hold it while we work out an ownership situation on the back end with either the village or the township, perhaps both, to kind of transfer to a public partner at a later date.
While Western Reserve owns it, does it become public access? Can people from the public go walk through the woods there?
So I would say probably now in our ownership, what we have explored, and we need to look into this a little bit more, is enrolling it in the OLHAP program, which is Ohio Landowner Hunter Access Program, or at least a portion in the township. And so we are looking to open it to, I guess you would say, limited public access, which would just be hunting access.
Is part of the property in the village?
Part of the property is in the village and part of the property is in the township. So the larger parcel is in the township and the smaller parcel is in the village.
So the next question I have is, can you give us any kind of timeline when you think that would be available for public use?
Yeah, so talking to Mark Wells, he said somewhere in that 5-year time frame. Really what they, as the village, are focused on at this point is developing the park behind Mercy Medical Center. Once that development is complete, then they would be able to focus on something like this. And so we're stepping in for the meantime while they finish development on Mercy Medical Center, that piece behind Mercy Medical Center. We're stepping in to hold it. Once they're done with that, then we would look to them or the township to develop that for public access.
So this is just to tidy it up so you have control over it and then, yeah.
And we would figure out ownership on the back end.
Any other questions?
I have no other questions.
All right, so at this time, a resolution of support for the Western Reserve Land Conservancy efforts to secure the Clean Ohio Fund Green Space Conservancy grant funding to purchase a permanent protected of the Kensington Forest Preserve property in the village of Carrollton, Carroll County, Ohio, Whereas the state of Ohio through the Ohio Public Works Commission administers financial assistance for conservancy purposes through the Clean Ohio Green Space Conservancy Fund Grant Program pursuit of Ohio Reserve Code 164.23. And whereas Western Reserve Land Conservancy desires financial assistance under the Clean Ohio program to purchase and protect in perpetuity an approximately 45 acres Kensington Forest Preserve property in the village of Carrollton. And whereas preventions of Kensington Forest Preserve property protects a high-quality nature area and open space in the village of Carrollton. And whereas these simple acquisitions and permanent protection of Kensington Forest Preserve property will help protect variable hardwoods, forests, prairies, streams within the Muskingum River watershed. Whereas this land protected project will create environment for passive recreational activity, walking, hiking, photographing, and nature education for learners of all age. And whereas the Ohio Reserve Code 1623 provide that an entity seeking a grant for protection that will eligible for funding shall submit an application to the Natural Resource Assistant Council geographical jurisdiction over purpose project area, and the Ohio Revised Code 164.23 further provides that an additional of the application and the applicant for the grant for the project shall include a copy of a resolution supporting the project for each county in which the proposed project is to be conducted. Now therefore be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners, Carroll County, Ohio, that the Board of Commissioners of Carroll County, Ohio supports the Western Reserve Conservancy efforts to secure funding for the Clean Ohio Green Space Convention Program for acquisition and permanent protection of the Kensington Forest Preserve property. Be it resolved further, the Board of Commissioners of Carroll, Ohio hereby finds and determines that all formal action related to the adoption of this resolution were taken in an open meeting of the board, and that all deliberations of this board, which results in the formal action, were taken in a meeting open to the public in full compliance with applicants' legal requirements, including the ORC 121.22. At this time, make a motion to adopt the resolution 2025-24 in support of the Western Reserve Land Conservancy efforts to secure Ohio Clean Ohio Fund Green Space Convention grant funding to purchase the permanent protected Kensington Forest Preserve located in the village of Carrollton, Carroll County, Ohio.
So moved.
Second.
Have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Workner,
Yes.
Commissioner Modransky,
Yes.
Commissioner Leggett.
Yes, motion has been carried.
Just for clarification, the parcel behind Mercy is owned by the village of Carrollton now,
That's correct.
and this will be owned by Western Reserve.
Yes, this will be owned by Western Reserve Land Conservancy for at least some time.
Is this purchase contingent on your grant funding
It is.
being approved?
Yeah, it is. We have to raise the money.
How long do you expect that to be?
Hopefully March of next year, have clarity on that situation.
You'll keep us in the loop on it?
So
This one goes to you. You want to come up here with for a picture with the board, and then this is your copy you can keep and
Awesome.
hold in
Thank
your
you.
picture or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just want to stand behind them there. Yep.
Yeah. Cover's best.
You can come in a little closer. There you go.
Yep. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome.
You're welcome to stay, or if you got things to do, you're welcome to go too.
Awesome.
All right, April, we got our clerk's report today.
I just have one thing I want to share. Just to let the viewers know that the health department is looking for volunteers to assist with their monthly pop-up food pantry that's held on the first Wednesday of each month at the Church of Christ on Moody Avenue. The link and the QR code to sign up will be shared to the Commissioner's Facebook page for anyone who is interested. And that is all I have.
All right, thanks, April. Anybody got any questions for April? Commissioner Orton, you got anything for the board today?
No fresh updates.
Commissioner Wodransky?
Just remind people that we are still accepting applications for county dog warden and deputy dog warden position. And those are accepted till when, Melissa?
The fifth,
5th of September?
I think so.
And also, update the board, we have 2 interviews planned for this week for Economic Development Regional Planning Director. And some applicants are still trickling in because we decided we were going to have that posted or accept those applications till we fill the position. So if anybody's still interested in the position, you're still more than welcome to apply for that position. You can find that information on our website. That's it.
Thank you. Only thing I have for the board today is, if you two would, go upstairs and look at the regional planning office. It's completed. The walls have been painted, the flooring and, new ceilings and lights has been put in. Have a furnace and air conditioner in the prosecutor's office that, we're having to get exchanged out. The furnace has a crack in the heat exchanger. And I think the annex building, we have a meeting tomorrow at 10, which I won't be able to be there. I have to be with Jazz tomorrow at 10 for financial committee meeting. About all I got. Anything else come for this board?
Just a question. So when do we have any fresh updates when we anticipate being able to invest into the new building?
After tomorrow, I'll bring back Thursday an update to see where we're at. I can tell you all the AC units, the 32 penetrations on the roof was done last week, so everything on the roof is out. And the crane set all the units last week for the AC, so I'll have some more updates after tomorrow.
Anything else?
No,
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?